Hi, I'm Matt, and welcome back to One Brit's Point of View. We're looking at some more, what do we call them? Cryptids, Sasquatch, Yeti, Bigfoot, Yowie, the Abominable Snowman. There's probably a million names for it. Hairy people that are about 8 foot tall and apparently will not emit weird noises in the forest. I'm not convinced they exist. But apparently there's some video evidence that says otherwise. Let's have a look.
We begin with a Bigfoot with bad BO. That's how the legendary Florida creature known as the Skunk Ape has been described. People say it lurks in the Sunshine State, even leaving prints. Does it add up to proof, or is it a bit too perfect?
Bad BO with footprints, and you could be describing God knows anyone here from my good old English countryside.
Panama
And people in towns, and just people in general.
City Beach in Florida's Panhandle is a popular vacation spot with a lively nightlife. But in July 2020, Chloe Brennan and her boyfriend found something that might make them never leave the house again.
Chloe's with me.
I swear to God, I'm not with you. That is what me up right there.
No. No. It's obviously someone in the neighborhood has got like a print, like a sticker that you can put on and then peel off, and it looks like it leaves some mystery print. And they're probably doing it in the neighborhood. I bet they're not the only car that's had it.
Let's push in on that. It's a claw or paw print left on the rear windshield of Chloe's car.
And it wouldn't leave all of that detail. If you try to push your palm, right, your palm's pretty flat, it'll work. You try doing your foot, there'll be some parts of your foot that don't touch.
You can see the markings of those long claws and detailed creases in the skin. Weirder still, Chloe says it smelled.
It was just like stinky, greasy, and...
Yeah, because I bet it's the adhesive that stinks that was on the sticker to create it.
It looked like a monkey hand.
On social media, friends wonder whether it could be evidence of a legendary creature called the Skunk Ape.
I'm not being funny, but that looks like it's from the inside of the car window.
Field researcher Ken Gerhardt has investigated dozens of sightings.
There seem to be more accounts of it chasing people, terrorizing people. People describe the face as being somewhere between a human and an ape.
All these people with camera phones, right? Everybody's got a camera phone. Everybody's got on TikTok these days. YouTube included. And Instagram. I don't know what the other one's called. I'm old, but yeah, I'm not going to name everything. Full of a cool today. But it's telling me that all these people are getting chased by a pissing Bigfoot and not one of them could take a decent picture or video.
Very broad shoulders, no neck, very long arms.
And it might be more than a legend. The Skunk Ape has allegedly been captured on video. Almost 600 miles south in the Florida Everglades, this famous footage emerged in...
Not get me in the Everglades. At all. Oh, no, you wouldn't.
2000. It appears to show the southern Bigfoot ambling through a swamp.
Got a bit of a cockney walk on him.
Watch as it suddenly breaks into a long-limbed run, almost aware that it's being watched.
Fuck. Ugh. Keep the camera still. I know you're probably doing that because it's fake and it's easy to put something in the video. Keep your camera still. I mean, if that was genuine, keep your pissing camera still.
Finally escaping into a grove of palm trees.
One big difference between the Skunk Ape and Bigfoot. The Skunk Ape is said to stink of rotten eggs and moldy socks. But we want to know, do these videos pass the smell test?
No, straight away, no. You try to capture that on video, and the first instant is going like this. Who the hell's doing the videoing? Fucking Oliver Reed?
For answers, we turn to wildlife biologist Lucy Eckersley.
tell I'm under the weather because I'm a little bit more agitated than normal today.
When I first saw this, I have to say I wasn't sure what it was.
Could it be a neighborhood dog or cat?
This is a pretty large print from a pretty large animal, and it's going up a windshield. That's pretty unusual behavior. From what I can see here, this is an animal that has both digits and a flat area of its foot, the same way that we have. Many animals, like dogs and cats, are digitigrade. So that means they're walking just on the tips of their digits.
That eliminates those domestic animals, since this print has longer, flatter finger
Fake. It's a fake.
marks. So could it be from a human-like creature with sharp claws?
I can see a few clear digits and then some folds of skin in the center. The claws were actually a big part for me. When you look at them, they are printed the entire length of the claw, but claws actually curve like this. So if it was a real animal, you would expect to only see the tip of the claw a little far away from the end of the digit. I think that this is somebody's back of their hand, and then they've drawn on or included in some way the claws.
Anthropologist Kathy Strain also examines the print.
I did not find a single animal that would match that print.
Because it's a fake. It's like, I reckon someone's used a sticker to just basically leave the imprint on the window.
We've had a lot of people come and say that they think that this is a prank that we have done. It is not something that we have done.
As for that incredible Skunk Ape video,
Extraordinary claims need extraordinary proof.
Strain does a gait analysis comparing how this creature runs compared to a known ape.
Up until the time the animal starts to run, it was potentially believable, but once it runs, it just falls apart.
Note
Yeah, but if it's a... I can't believe I'm saying this. But if it's a Bigfoot, it's not going to run like a chimpanzee because it's not a chimpanzee.
the fluid, balanced strides of this chimp compared to the clumsy, awkward motion of the alleged skunk ape.
That's how I run. Really slappy, not very good at it. And I would think an animal that is natural to the environment would be able to run fast and easy and elegant and just perfect. And that's not at all what you see here.
So what's the verdict?
Fake.
The lack of a separated claw means the paw print is probably the back of a human hand. As far as the video, the creature's gait strongly suggests it's a person in a suit. We're calling both a hoax. That doesn't mean the skunk ape isn't real. Indigenous tribes have legends dating back hundreds of years.
Yeah, no, but with no evidence.
November 2016, the Russian Republic of Bashkortostan. A car is traversing a snowy road at an elevation of about 5,213 feet in the Ural Mountains after dark. As is common in Russia, a dashcam is recording the journey. Then this. Let's slow that down and take another look. Suddenly, a light-colored figure dashes across the road. Whatever it is moves quickly and on two legs.
It looks small.
And it leaves behind footprints that the stunned occupants of the car record as well.
Here we can see the footprints going across the road. So we have 12 feet from maybe here to over here. A guy would be hard pressed to make big leaps like that at the same time running through the snow. I am open to this being a real Yeti video.
Field researcher Cliff Barrickman says that
Could be one of the mates just doing a video.
only adds more credence to the video.
Yetis have a wide arm swing, and that's what we do see here. I do like the fact that the trailing leg kicks up snow, because one of the small details that differentiates the gait of a Yeti is that the trailing leg reaches a degree bend of about...
I don't know why, but I had the music from like CW's The Flash in my head then.
90 degrees.
Is that not who Ezra Miller ran in the Flash movie?
In humans, it's about 76 degrees, and that would explain why the snow kicked up behind the thing if the trailing leg was going to such an extreme angle.
The search for the Yeti dates back to 326 BC when Alexander the Great set out to conquer the Indus Valley. Having heard tales of the mysterious beast, he demanded to see one, but the local people told him the Yeti could not survive at that low altitude.
Unlike Bigfoot, the Yeti is reputed to be extremely aggressive towards humans.
Oh, right. It's extremely aggressive towards humans, but nobody's ever died from a Yeti.
There are a number of accounts of it attacking local villagers and killing their yaks, generally just displaying a nasty disposition altogether.
In the modern era, the Yeti gained worldwide attention when a famous mountaineer found these mysterious footprints high in the Nepalese Himalayas.
They actually photographed these footprints next to an ice axe and next to a shoe, and these photographs basically made worldwide news.
And there's another.
That's the problem, though. Someone could fake something, and then all of a sudden you're bringing it into existence.
Possibility here. In 2010, researchers found evidence proving the existence of a population of early humans known as Denisovans in a cave in Siberia.
Denisovans were extinct primates that were very human-like, and they are regarded as being a separate species of archaic human.
Could this be a surviving member of that species?
DNA studies have shown that some Tibetans inherited a gene that helps them breathe easy at high altitudes from Denisovans. So that seems to lend some credence to the idea that a relic hominid of that lineage could persevere in this harsh of an environment.
Yeah, but I suppose you've got extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and I don't think you've ever seen the evidence that they exist up there.
But is that what we're looking at? Or a Yeti? Or a plain old Homo sapien? We ask the experts.
Doesn't matter what his proclivities are.
First, that intriguing Denisovan theory. Biologist Floyd Hayes says that if there were still Denisovans living today, we'd have more recent bones, not just ancient fossils.
And if Bigfoot existed today, we'd have bones, but we don't.
They're thought to have interbred with humans and merged into the human lineage about 15 to 30,000 years ago.
Of course, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. But anthropologist Kathy Strain agrees that this...
By the way, people watching this, I've done a few Bigfoot episodes, right? People will say, oh, what's the point if you're just basically going to say the fake? I want to believe Bigfoot exists, or Yetis, abominable snowmans, something, right? Cryptids. But when it comes to Bigfoot, unless there's bones that are found and skeletal remains, that's the one thing. UFOs could be anything, lights in the sky. But with cryptids, you'd have physical remains, and we've never found it. So that's why I'm a little bit pulled on the whole idea of Bigfoot being real. I accidentally stopped then.
Can't be a surviving Denisovan because they looked much more like us than this furry figure does.
There's no reason to suspect that any of our closely related ancestors would also be hair covered. So for me, there's no possibility for that to be a Denisovan because it is 100% covered in hair.
So what's left?
For me, the only thing this could be is either a true Yeti or a hoax. There isn't any other animal that lives in this area of Russia that would match the description of what you're seeing on the film. So it can't be an upright walking bear. It can't be a misidentified caribou.
And when Strain closely analyzes the gait of the mysterious creature, she sees something completely different than Barrickman.
When it goes over the edge, it almost falls over on the other side. So for me, I would expect that a Yeti has been in the snow and they would know how to maneuver.
They would know how to maneuver, but you know what? People know how to walk, yet people trip over their own feet. It happens. So I wouldn't take that as being, oh, look, it almost falls over. Well, maybe it was startled by the car lights. If it existed. I'll probably think it's like the guys in the car, they're probably out there and then they went, right, run across and then we're going to put this out and it's going to go viral, right? So, yeah, I probably think it's a hoax. Yeah, honestly, probably do. But just to say, because it nearly fell over, it'd be a bit more assured. So I think it's a hoax. Come on, that's a leap.
From one side of a road to another side of the road.
Combine that with what wildlife biologist Dr. Stephanie Shuttler observes, not about the creature, but about the occupants of the car.
Their reaction to the animal is much earlier than my reaction. Your brain takes a second or two to register, and then you have the reaction, and theirs seemed to come earlier than when the being crossed the road.
What I think we're seeing is a hoax. I believe this is a human in a Yeti costume trying to pretend to be a Yeti, likely with the knowledge of the people driving the car.
Right, okay. I'm doing a lot of defending of this video. One, something might trip over the road because it's startled by the car headlights. Tick. Two, they react earlier than what we're seeing in the video. But we're seeing the video, they're seeing it in person. They might actually be able to see more clarity than what we do in the video. So they're going to react to it earlier. So if they saw something slightly moving, they're going to think, shit, we've already seen a moose earlier, so we're going to shout moose, moose, moose. So I don't know about that.
So based on the creature's clumsy motion and the premature exclamations of the eyewitnesses, we're calling this one a hoax. This was most likely a guy in a suit playing a gag with the occupants of the car. That's not my idea of fun, but hey, different strokes for different folks.
Right, I think you can't say hoax unless you know it's a hoax. Just like UFOs, right? If you don't know what it is, you can't say that it's one thing or the other. I don't think... Do I think it's a hoax? Probably. But am I going to come out and say it's a hoax? No. I would have just said, we think it's a hoax, but we're not sure. Either way, why they were driving up there, I don't know. Because that didn't look like a place that you'd want to start driving around, to be honest. But maybe Rural Russia all looks like that. Let me know what you think anyway. As always, I love these segments. I'm interested by anything that's paranormal or supernatural. I'll always take an interest in it. But with the Bigfoot thing, I don't know. I'm yet to be convinced. Anyway, you take care and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.